All right, you guys ready for a review? Let's go and do it. 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, it's Main here, back again with another IE review. This is done on Saturday, December 7th, if you're wondering what day I'm doing this review. Doing this live on stream, just going down the list as we normally do. And today we have Reneethebae. Reneethebae, I think seen her, him in Discord quite a lot. So long time Discord lurker at the very least. If you're in stream, say hi. If not, we'll just continue with the review normally. I did check Death Note World 6, got all the clip skulls. Very, very nice, but apart from that, I have no idea what your account's looking like. So let's take a look. Let's go through 3D printer and let's see. 1.5 billion base catching, 26 billion copper ore, 24 billion oak log. Really good prints. Really good account so far. Okay. Not quite a refinery believer though. So number one thing I'd recommend is get on the refinery grind. It seems like you are on it as of now. I mean, you're at 0% with the rank up recently ready. Recently-ish ready. I just really recommend scaling your red salt as much as you can. You want to aim towards trying to get the level 13 red salt vial. The only way to feasibly do that is get really high red salt refinery rank. So get on that. Want to get your red salt to thousands of levels, and it's kind of one of the end game grinds you want to constantly check in on if you can. Stamps at 12,000, always another good end game grind to do. Number one priority is try to get the carry capacity stamps up. Multi-tool stamp up to 220, really, really important. No dupe probably, but keep in mind the whole update allows you to link to Omnifal across all your characters, so you can claim refinery proc. So it's less of an excuse than it was prior. So even if you don't have dupe at this stage of the game, I would not worry about hurry up for the 3x prints. I would strictly worry about having lab nodes active, so linking your characters to Arctis through the Divinity screen, or link them through the no, actually link them with Idleon magic, I think, so you have everyone linked to Arctis and the second link in Omnifal, and then your characters individually linked to a variety of different tasks. You can swap out Omnifal to the Snake God or Goat God when you are when you're doing like 3D prints and stuff, or need the AFK gains or fighting activity, whatever. But Idleon magic, I think you should link to Omnifal if you are kind of at this stage of the game at the end of World 6, eclipsed everything. Omnifal is just going to help you cap out on some of the end game activities, such as Refinery, getting more 3D print procs for more atoms or what have you. Or not necessarily for atoms at this point, but for like hourly clicks, for example. Anyway, stamp level, going back to it, 220 stamp is what you should aim for. I think you have enough carry capacity to feasibly get 220. Just remember that you can equip Rucksack Prayer, which I think you have on that character, to increase your capacity. You may want to consider increasing Bug Sack Stamp to increase your carry capacity for catching items, which you should be able to because you have 848 million max capacity on Renee Magics there. And you can increase carry capacity for catching items. This gets scaled with the non-misc stamp doubler, which allows you, again, to get more carry capacity for dust modes to upgrade multi-tool stamp to 210, 220. In addition, Mason Jar Stamp is an endless grind. You want to try to get more glass shards to upgrade this. I think level 160 is what you should aim for with Mason Jar Stamp to try to get that up. Get carry capacity for everything, not just catching, but just general materials, so you don't have to worry about running out of inventory space if you start picking stuff up. Apart from that, Drippy Drop Stamp, a really great one to upgrade. Drop Lot Stamp, also a really good one to upgrade. Just the more liquid regen you get, the more you can be on Bubo, the more you can upgrade your bubbles, the more the World 6 one that takes Jade Coin, the Essence ones, grind time even. Liquid regen is really good if you're active Bubo, so you can start upgrading some of the bubbles to tens of thousands of levels. Especially now that farming, the value GMO got fixed, you can feasibly farm the materials from farming and get really, really high levels on those. So you can upgrade things like Hinge Buster to progress in sneaking faster. You can get Stealth Chapter upgraded so you get more stealth for your characters. You can get more Essence, well, actually no, not that one. Wisdom for Tome. That bubble, the Strength effect on damage as well. The Strawberries can upgrade. And I think Catching and Trapping Efficiency is the other one that are resources from farming that you can upgrade with value GMO being fixed. But the main point there I'm trying to get at is you need a lot of liquid to upgrade those bubbles. So more liquid regen speed, combine that with liquid investment, you can get really high rate on your liquid cauldrons as well as capacity. Drop lot stamp obviously is another good one to scale because it gives you more capacity. This only realistically gives you like 2 capacity every time you level it up, but this gets scaled by the non-miss stamp doubler, the pristine charm. This scales with the Dragonic Cauldrons and Bleach Cauldrons if you have those. This scales with the 5x capacity node that you have in lab if you have that active. This 2 capacity turns into 40, 80, 100 capacity for your liquid very, very easily, which means you could potentially get another bubble level every time you do cranium cooking, which is just, good efficiency if you're heading into late game. So these stamps are no joke end game. Still something you want to keep on, even though you pass 10,000, you can't get an extra gilded stamp. But yeah, apart from carry capacity, that's the other things I'd be looking at. Drippy drop lot stamp. And obviously the stat ones. You have a lot of green here with the 60% of gilded stamp, so just worry about those ones right now and start scaling start scaling carry capacity. Bubbles. Okay. Big one that's standing out to me is Hocus Chopus. This is only a 40% chopping, not even 40% chopping efficiency. This is a really low level of Hocus Chopus, so I think you should start scaling this really, really high, getting into thousands of levels with atoms. Or now that the dragon statue has come out, you may want to consider putting 3x nails on your characters for production speed and start daily clicking this bubble to get it up. Or on your archers, try to do it like every 12 hours or so to try to get Hocus Chopus up into really high level. But yeah, the chopping efficiency still scales really well for you right now. You're not that affected by diminishing returns. Upgrading this another 100 levels might get you another 0.4, 0.5%, which again gets scaled by the Mage's Best and gets scaled by Severe Purple, the other multiplier bubble down here. Also, if you're an hourly clicker enjoyer, try to hourly click something like Hardy Biggie, Strong Tools, FMJ, Shaccuracy, LeBrain Tools, Severe Purple. Not Dream of Ironfish, that's not hourly clickable. Honestly, if you can get a good print on Green Spore Caps, Warriors Rule, if you can hourly click this too, click it as well. Great one to try and do. Okay, Vials, looking good. Unfortunate you don't have Ball Pickle Jar. You only have Pearl Seltzer at level 3. I would consider doing some Clammies farming on ES to get these drops, so you can farm 2,500, get the all-stat % bonus, but also get you more Bubo damage. I see you're trying to go for level 13 of these Vials, which is not bad. With the whole magic, it's more feasible, so I'm not going to knock you for trying. Sigils, you're on the sigil grind. You've upgraded the important ones. You're getting Trove and Emoji Veggie. Pipe Gauge done. Yeah. The next one I'd prioritize would be Dreamcatcher and Peculiar Vial. As I mentioned, the liquid regen rate is really, really important. Just, for upgrading bubbles, as always, liquid regen, really, really important. This is another one I try to focus on a little bit later. After that, I would honestly consider doing Div Spiral and Lab Test Tube. Because of the whole more skill levels, scale some of the bonuses in the whole. So the more EXP you get for Lab and Divinity, you can do them concurrently. Not concomitantly. I think that also works. I think that word also exists and you can use it in that same fashion. But concurrently, you can level up both Lab and Divinity at the same time. Also, the more Divinity levels you have, the more your God-link scale as well. We'll get into that in just a second, what you can do there. You have 2 Siege Breakers? I didn't look at that. Only 1 DK. Unfortunate. 22 shrine levels. I mean, I would maybe consider trying to get your shrine levels up. Remember, you can use candy to level up your shrines manually. Just remember, whoever you're using candies on, equip the golden cheese from World 3, that gold food. It gives you more shrine level up rate. So when you use candy, it'll affect the hours a lot more if you have gold cheese on that character to level up your shrines. Because, I mean, the main thing you want to get out of that is going to be Crescent Shrine, but also the drop rate shrine. And, well, carry capacity as well. Okay. Tower levels are all doing pretty well. You may want to consider trying to max out and get these shrines up to level 200. Everything except Primordial Shrine, obviously. The more shrine levels you get, the more construction levels you get, the more refinery speed you get, the more damage, the more build rate. And you also unlock the rest of the bonuses because you're that you're missing out on 30 max levels for your worship, your tower defense towers. Okay. Fluoride would be the next one you want to focus on here in Atom Collider. Let's see what your cooking speed actually is. Do you have all 90 meals? You almost. So, I mean, you don't really... I mean, it's kind of up to you if you want to max out Fluoride. I still do because you get tome points for upgrading things in the Atom Collider. So just upgrading it will give you more tome points, but initially just saves you the pain of having to go back and upgrade it when you get to level 100 and 110 meals. And that eventually unlocks. It's not out yet, but it's going to happen. We just know it. Got Choco Chip, obviously. Breeding. Obviously, you got everything. 203 wave. Cool. Actually, this might be one reason you want to get more cooking speed, so you can upgrade this shiny pet level upgrade. This level 80 breeding upgrade, not level 90. I know, I don't know if you changed it or not, but it used to say 90, but you get this at level 80, not 90. This requires a lot of cooking speed because it takes the Billjack pepper meal, and the cost of that meal actually scales significantly. So if you want to get this into the hundreds of levels, it's going to take Q to QQ or QQQ levels. Or meal amounts of Billjack pepper. So getting more cooking speed actually would help you upgrade this last upgrade from breeding, which is really good. Shiny pet level upgrade is nothing to scoff at, especially with the shiny pets. When they give you things like base stats, refinery speed, meal bonus, multi-kill per tier, drop rate, really, really good. Also, you may want to consider doing some active Beastmasters so you can level up your shiny pets. Remember to try to equip some of the faster shiny pet level up rates in your fence yard. Try to get them to level 15. That should be more feasible than it was a few weeks ago, just because of how much faster shiny pet level up rate he's introduced into the game. Okay, Divinity. What are you guys linked to? Okay, clearly you have Dude, so it's not a problem. So you are affected by every single one of these gods, which you need to get all of their minor link bonuses. Permeep specifically, remember you need to link one of your characters to Permeep. You need one character linked to Permeep so you get the boat sailing speed and the plant gaming growth speed. So you can do instant gaming. I don't know if you're struggling with that or if that's a problem or if that's something you're interested in. But if you aren't at instant gaming, I'd recommend linking one character to Permeep, and that's probably what you're struggling with. If your speed is fast enough, which I don't know, I can't see. Overall, Divinity levels are relatively high. If this character is not in lab or on the Divinity altar, I would swap this from Mindful over to Tranquil. Same with this character, swap it to Tranquil. Gonna check, going back to alchemy actually real quick. So speaking of Dude gamers, not Dude gamers, I always recommend people to try to upgrade Big P. Big P is a pretty important upgrade for your account. It's kind of underlooked, honestly, or overlooked, because it reads weird. People don't necessarily understand it, but this increases the effective minor link bonus of the deity you're linked to. This affects every single god if you have Dude. It affects just the ones you're linked to if you don't have Dude. The ones that you link to if you don't have Dude. That counts for Idleon magic too. So if you have the Idleon magic linking to two different gods, that'll give you the bonus from Big P as well. But essentially what this does, this gives you things like the gaming speed, the growth speed that I mentioned earlier from Permeep. It affects that. It'll affect the defense and accuracy you get from Snake God. It'll affect the AFK gains you get from Goat God. It'll affect the Arctis minimum talent level, which is one of the more important reasons you should absolutely try to get this bubble up another 100, 1,000, 2,000 levels even. I have this currently, I think, level 5,000. I'm almost at, I think, 17 or 18 minimum talent levels. Big P is extremely important. This plus God rank is how you scale the minor link bonus, so why not do both? It's really, really important scaler for endgame gamers if you're on that grind. Okay, are you trying? I guess you're trying to break down doors that you're currently doing. Okay, gold food. I would definitely get on the gold food grind because I see you're not at 100k on some of the easier ones. So notably the World 4 one for fishing efficiency, the World 3 one for shrine level up rate. Going back to shrine leveling, you want to get this to 100k so you get that extra effect from the beanstalk. This one increases your defense. Defense is still important because of the hole. you can try and upgrade this. Silas, hydrate. Hold on 1 second, I'll get there. World 6, you're missing some class EXP. This is not the most important one, but still. Skill EXP, really, really important. Yeah. And equipment. Lastly, let's go look at equipment. Let's take a drink while we're looking. Okay. Okay. The one thing I would try to aim for on your characters is going to go for the level 120 trapping, so you can equip the God Shard Trap, and the level for worship, which I can't remember what it is. Let's look at it real quick. Level 120 worship. Try to aim for that. That way you can get the skulls to the higher level. The higher level trap you have, the more slots you can put on it, but also you're gonna get the drop chance bonus from having the God Shard tools, or the AFK gain, or what's the skull give you? AFK gain, and this is also AFK gain, so it's the exact same stats. Yeah, the drop chance is really good. The AFK gain, obviously really good. It's going to help your prints. AFK gain is a great stat to help increase your prints, so always look to that when you can increase it, among other things. Especially on your tools, so you can just upgrade that. Did you have World 4 splicers on everyone? Yeah, okay. Statues, everything Onyx. I would try to aim for your dragon statue to be level 150. That's what Scully recommends. I mean, it's just a good stopping point. It should be relatively easy with another few days of AFK on the mushroom biome, so you can get these statues and just level up to 150. Okay. Gmush. Justice, cooking, justice. Splitting your characters up. I mean, I don't know what your main goal is right now, so I don't know. I don't want to tell you that this is bad. Do lab injustice, though. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to tell you you're doing anything wrong. I mean, it... How do you get that many dragon statues? So, statues. Here we go. So the dragon statue, a little PSA for you guys that don't know. If you're stuck grinding that, I would recommend AFKing on every single one of your characters on the Cavern 9. So I want you to notice something here that's different about the Gloomy Mushroom than it is the other monsters. Other monsters have multiple drops. Gloomy Mushroom has one, and it's the Dragon Warrior statue. What that means is this takes the place of the first item in the drop pool. And what does that mean? You can multi-kill it. So you want to scale as high you can multi-kill per tier. AFK gains, mob respawn rate, damage. So multi-kill per tier is really good. You cannot 3D print this, so do not try. Just AFK for a long period of time. So like 5, 6, 12 hours on these characters. Come back and collect it. You'll see it drops in stacks of 100 to 300, 400. Going back to measure, like I mentioned in the hole, the multi-kill per tier you get at measure level 10 is extremely important. And it's crucial that you get that because that'll really scale your multi-kill per tier. In terms of card set, I would highly recommend having a card set something similar to this. Maximizing as much multi-kill per tier, getting drop rate, AFK gains on your character, whatever card sets you have, and trying to push the next tier of damage so you can hit the higher multi-kill tiers on your character. And obviously the card set being multi-kill per tier here. Because again, the more multi-kill you have, the more the statues will drop. It just really depends what your drop rate is, but stacking drop rate, number one, is pretty crucial, but number one priority is multi-kill per tier. For sure on these statues because multi-kill will affect it. Yeah, I mean, it's not a bug that it'll give you 0 every 10 hours. It's just you haven't don't have enough drop rate to guarantee that statue after 10 hours. So there is a chance you could get the 2, 3, 400 statues. There's a chance you can't. It just depends how much drop rate you have and how much AFK gain you have. Would it not be better to have a mix of multi-kill and AFK? I mean, with how high AFK gain I have, I don't feel the need to put any on there. I would still recommend those cards over some of the damage ones, for example, depending how high your AFK gain percent is. Because on my character with Rucksack Prayer, I have like 283. If I were to take this off, I go to like 300-400%, and that's more than enough, trust me, for me to get the dragon statues comfortably. If you don't have high AFK gain or high drop rate, I would consider putting some of those cards in as opposed to multi-kill per tier. So instead of the Sugma card, instead of the Clammy card, I would maybe drop those cards for more fighting AFK gains or more drop rate cards, depending what you need more. Like 30, 35, 40% drop rate. 30 to 40 is honestly where I consider start dropping some of the drop rate cards for fighting AFK gains. 300% plus AFK gains, I would start putting more multi-kill cards. You got a 271 drop on your mover for 4-minute claim. Yeah, it's just whenever you claim the AFK gains, unless you've AFK'd for like 100 hours, you can't guarantee the statues. That's a rough ballpark estimate. Don't actually quote me on that. I don't know what the actual hours would be. I haven't calculated it. But Toolbox actually, I think, shows you that. It's just a little bit inaccurate. Toolbox does have a tool to show you forced guaranteed AFK drops. All right. Renee, I think we went through just about everything about your account. Again, I think the big thing is just focusing more on alchemy, doing more hourly clicks if you can. Your sigil, you're progressing nicely here. Just next ones I'd focus on be Dreamcatcher, Lab Test Tube, Peculiar Vial, Div Spiral. Those are the more important ones. Bubbles, again, just multiplier bubbles you can always get up. Hocus Chopus, really good one for you to get up so you can get more samples. Big P, really great one for you to get up. I would swap off some of your Divinity prayer styles in these characters from Mindful to Tranquility if you're not doing active lab, which didn't look like you were. Refinery, again, the red salt grind is something you absolutely should be getting on because the more red salt level you have, the more damage your DK has, just generally more, but just aim for trying to get that vial up to 13 is the goal. Shrine level, if you do use some candies, remember to put the shrines in the world, put gold cheese in your character, get the 100k gold cheese on the beanstalk, and try to level up these shrines. You're going to get more crystal spawn rate, more drop chance, more giant spawn chance, more carry capacity, more damage, HP, defense, all that stuff. Really, really important. And just overall try to upgrade carry capacity stamps, multi-tool stamp just even further, just to help progress your account more nicely. So that'll end the review. Thank you, Renee. Thanks so much for watching, guys, on YouTube. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.